I pretended to be asleep when my son came home at 2 a.m. What I overheard changed our relationship forever. When Jake turned 17, the distance between us grew into a canyon. One-word answers, locked bedroom door, that look of barely concealed irritation whenever I asked about his day. As a single dad, I was terrified of losing him completely. Then came the sneaking out. I'd hear the window slide open around midnight, footsteps on the roof. Then silence. He'd return before dawn, thinking I was none the wiser. I wanted to confront him, ground him, demand answers, parent, all the typical dad moves. But something held me back. Last Friday, I decided on a different approach. When Jake slipped out at 11:30, I didn't storm after him. Instead, I settled into the living room, armchair facing the window he used as his exit and entrance. I dimmed the lights and waited. At 2:17 a.m. I heard the familiar scrape of the window. I reclined in the chair, eyes nearly closed, breathing deeply. Jake climbed through, freezing when he spotted me. After a moment of panic, he noticed my sleeping state and visibly relaxed as he tiptoed past. His phone buzzed. He answered in a whisper. Hey, yeah, I made it home. No, dad's asleep. I know. Kikes again for tonight. I really needed it. His voice cracked on the last sentence. I fought to maintain my steady breathing. I just don't know how to talk to him anymore, Carlos. He tries. But how do I tell him I am terrified of disappointing him? That I feel like I am drowning with all this college pressure. Jake sank onto the couch, unaware I could hear every word. No, I haven't told him about the art scholarship offer, because he's got his heart set on me going pre-med. He's worked double shifts for years, saving for my doctor future. My heart stopped. Jake had received an art scholarship. Since when was he even interested in art? The midnight painting sessions at your garage are the only thing keeping me sane. Ida, tonight's piece might actually be portfolio worthy. As Jake said goodnight and hung up, I noticed the paint under his fingernails, the smudge of blue on his sleeve. Not drugs, not trouble. Art. I shifted in the chair, making a show of waking up. Jake startled. Dad. Sorry, I was just getting water. Sit down, Jake, I said softly. I think we need to talk. His face fell, preparing for punishment. Instead, I asked, when were you going to tell me about the art scholarship? His eyes widened. How did you? It doesn't matter. What matters is why you felt you couldn't tell me. The dam broke. For 3 hours, my son showed me photos of paintings I never knew existed. Landscapes, portraits, abstract pieces vibrating with emotion. He talked about the community art studio where his friend Carlos worked, letting Jake use the space after hours when he couldn't sleep. I thought you'd be disappointed, he finally admitted. You always talked about me becoming a doctor. I looked at my son. Parrot really looked at him. Parent, for the first time in months, I talked about you having opportunities I never had. That's different from deciding your path. Yesterday, we visited the art department at the college offering the scholarship. The professor called Jake's portfolio exceptionally promising. On the drive home, Jake asked if I was truly okay with him not becoming a doctor. I wanted you to have a secure future, I told him, but mostly I want you to have a future you actually want to live in. This morning, I installed proper lighting in our garage and bought him a real easel. In it is his first official home studio session. Parrot, no sneaking required. Sometimes the best parenting happens when we stop parenting and simply listen to who our children have become while we were busy making plans for them.